Baby Story is an all-in-one iPhone application for moms and dads. It has three main features: Memories, Kid Care, Kid Fun. Let's go one by one. Coming back to the Memories, the interface opens like this with the year and a month to select from. The first button here shows Show Diary. So we need to select the year and the month, and we get a list of all the photos and text notes and audio notes or movie files, everything in one page. So we can just browse through them like this. This is some poems here, a photograph. There's an audio file. And then we can go back to the main page, and if you want to take a movie, go to photo or movie, add a caption here. Then you're done. Just click a photo, a movie, or we can add from the photo library. So these are the photos that are already there. We can choose one, and we can choose this and add it here. Save to Memories. So this is the latest photo that's been added, and similarly we can use the text note. We can add a caption here, then add the text. Today is my daughter's first birthday, or my son smiled for the first time, and what are the feelings and everything that goes with it. So then now here we have the audio note. We can just say start recording. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P, and want to play. A B C D E F G H I. So then save this. We have another file saved here in the appropriate year and month, and these are the features of Memories. One more feature that's worth mentioning here is we can flag some particular movie or a photo or a text note. For example, like this, we can add the caption, and say done, and so if you want to say that this is a special photo and we need a special mention of this in the diary, we can say extra special and then say save to the memory. Now we come to the second section of our application, which is the Kid Care. Before adding any information about the kid, we have to just go to the kid info section and then add the kid's name, all the necessary details, save it. We have the edit button here to make any changes, and we have the delete button to delete any data that we don't want anymore. We can add as many kids that we want to. We have added 2 of our kids information just to use it as a demo. So let's look at the different logbooks that we have here. The first is the growth. This is to add the height and weight of a kid. These are the 2 parameters that we can keep track of, with the date of the visit to the doctor or the date it was measured. So we saved it, and the 2 parameters, height and weight, if we are given, the BMI is automatically calculated. And the very important part here is the graph. If you press show graph, it shows the height of the growth pattern of the kid in the last 1 year. So this is for the height, weight, and the BMI. This way we can keep track of any discrepancies. We can make any changes here using an edit button and the delete button to delete. Next is we can select the kid that we want to see the pattern. So this is about the feeding log. We can make additions here and keep a memo of what the baby has eaten and time and the duration. If the baby is nursing, we can say which breast the baby nursed last. So this is how this works. We can, as the delete buttons and the edit button is there. Then next is the sleeping pattern. We can make a note of the time the baby slept, the start time and the end time. So it automatically calculates the amount of sleep the baby is getting here, the total time. Next, the milestone is about the particular milestone the baby has reached, the time, the date. This is a very nice way to remember and celebrate the day our babies reach the milestones. Then the diapers and the memo, it works almost similarly. Just make entries for the main events as shown here and then keep track of it. The next important thing is about the healthcare and vaccination. We'll see that in a little bit more detail. The healthcare is about the doctor visits in particular. We need to add the name of the doctor, the time of the visit, the date, the hospital name. And one important feature here is we can make note of the next scheduled visit. So if it's in days, say after 4 days or after 3 days. And if it is weeks, say 2 weeks. Or if it is after 1 month, just make note of it as after 1 month. So this is a very useful tool for those parents who are very busy and can't really keep track of so many things. So this is that. So we go back to the vaccination. This is again a very important tool. We can keep note of the vaccination the baby has already received, and the next schedule can also be noted here, the next vaccine name, then the next time of the next vaccine. So this is and any other information we need to keep note of. So these are the important logbooks that we can maintain. Now last is the articles. The articles are about there are different sections here: parenting, psychology, general. So it's just for it's just like browsing about a particular thing. This is only out of interest, and usually the first time moms have so many questions and they don't have that much of information. So this is useful for them. And even the more experienced moms can also take advantage of this particular section. The next part of our application is the Kid Fun. This is a nice way to keep our kids engaged. They have the games and rhymes. We just press any rhyme, it plays that particular rhyme. And in the game section, we have the piano. Just play the piano. Then the colors, we can just scroll through it and it says the particular name of the color. Animal sounds work similarly. Then there's the painting. This can be used even by little older kids. The brush size can be selected here and the color, and then the kids can start painting. There's an erase button. This is really a very, very helpful tool for the parents. Then the last section is the manage. You can write us your review, and then you can give us your valuable feedback by pressing here. If we want to send any email to our friends or ourselves as a backup, this feature is useful. We can select the month and the year, and as the number of memories are shown here, we can just email it to our to any address. Or if we want to just share it, we can say on here, and these files are available at this address. So this can be used as a backup. There's a limit over the size of the file that can be sent over email. So if the file size is too big, the only way to share it is by using the file sharing method. Thank you for hearing me.